welcome to me, Jennifer Valentine-Miller, on another edition of the Jennifer Valentine-Miller Show during this wonderful month of the year, which leads us up to Christmas Day. And I just hope once again that you're well. So just a while ago, we were listening to a presentation from London City Mission and one of its care workers. Their work will continue over Christmas, bearing in mind that the government's legislation around the conversion therapy ban, which has warned all forms of conversion therapy as unethical and potentially harmful. So it seems trampling upon each other in our demeaning language seems to be the way of providing how accurately we've gone against the scriptures. So God help me too as I strive not only to point out a speck in another's eye without noticing the entire tree in my own eye. Truth is not primarily an idea. It's a person, and they live inside of you and I. It is loving indeed to speak this kind of truth to each other. But if our love does not have the identifiable, we believe that we live in a society where it is more interesting to have the ability to walk in love, regardless of theological convictions, rather than to strive at being right. And that is what the outreach programs will continue to do over the Christmas season. The news this year is that there is another wave of a variant on the horizon. It could be with us in a big way. And this has halted the plans of businesses as well as local churches. Many churches, including the Church of England, will probably resort to one service over the Christmas period in order to protect the public, its ministry workers, and staff. But if we think back to 1644, when all Christmas activities were banned in England, and this also included decorating houses with evergreens and eating mince pies. So Christmas is marked on the 25th of December. And if you are an Orthodox Christian, it's the 7th of January. Medieval Christmas lasted 12 days from Christmas Eve, the 24th of December, until the Epiphany, the 12th night, on the 6th of January. Epiphany comes from a Greek word that means to show, meaning the time when Jesus was revealed to the world. Even up until the 1800s, the Epiphany was at least a big celebration, even as bigger as Christmas Day. It is written that the Gospels do not mention the date of Jesus' birth. It is not until the 4th century AD that Pope Julius I set the 25th of December as the pagan celebration. So by 529, the 25th became a civil holiday, and by 567, the 12 days from December the 25th to the Epiphany were public holidays. Christmas, as we know it, is not only a Christian festival. The celebration has roots in the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah, the festivals of the ancient Greeks, and the folk customs over in Europe, Scandinavia. The Christmas message also tells us that Judaism was the main religion of Israel at that time, around Jesus' birth. The Jewish midwinter festival of Hanukkah marks an important part of Jewish history. It is 8 days long, and on each day a candle is lit. It is a time of remembrance, celebration of light, and a time to give gifts and have fun. Christmas, as we know it, has always been a combination of Christianism, paganism, and folk traditions. And yet again, as far back as 389 AD, St. Gregory Nazianzen, one of the forefathers of the Greek church, warned against feasting in excess, dancing, and the crowning of doors with holly and ivy. The church back then and today finds it hard to bury the pagan remnants of the midwinter festival. Because who likes to see the church at Christmas minus a nativity scene or a Christmas tree?